Hello all, welcome to a new video in Linux command line tutorial series. In this video, we are going to learn about a new topic called input output redirection or IO redirection. So before getting into the details of this topic, we need to about certain terms we use in IO redirection, which are stdin, which is standard input, and stdout, and then stderr, which is standard error. So these are all standard input, standard output, and standard error. Standard input corresponds to the input given by us. So it can be linked to keyboard or input, any other input device like mouse. Other two are standard output and then standard error. Standard output outputs the command output to screen, a terminal window screen. Standard error outputs the error messages or any other status messages of command. So these two gives output, standard error and standard out, and then standard inputs takes the input. So in this video we are going to learn about IO redirection. Input output redirection allows us to change where output goes and where the input comes from. So let us first see output redirection by going into examples directly. So first let us see the contents of current directory. You can see that the current directory contains these contents. So in the previous videos we have seen that the root directory contains many useful directories. So let us see the contents of root directory. You can see that the root directory contains these directories. So one of such useful directories, let us see the contents of user directory. You can see that the user directory contains another directory, these directories, one of which is bin directory. So in user bin there are all executable programs related that are in the system here. So let us just list the all the contents of user and then bin directory into a file called, let's say, lsout. So let us do it in long format. Then direct target directory is user and then bin. Then to redirect we use greater than operator, which is this symbol. So and then file name, let's say lsout. So what this command does is it redirects all the output of ls, this command, to this file lsout. So let us just run, and now let us see the contents of current directory. You can see that a new file is created here, which is lsout. So if you see uh, the statistics of lsout, you can see that lsout is the size of lsout is this much. And if you can also view lsout using less command without clogging all the terminal. So let us just quit the less view. Let's say, let us give something, a command which gives an error. Let's say let us give ls l, which is long format, and then bin user, which is not there. The bin directory doesn't contain any other directory which is user. So bin directory is nothing but a symbolic link to user bin. So let us just use this and redirect with using greater than operator to lsout. You can see that there is an error here, cannot access bin user. There is no such file or directory. So the error is getting displayed here. It is not redirected to lsout. So the greater than operator only redirects standard output. It doesn't redirect any standard error. So before going to learn about we are going to learn about redirecting standard error, let us just see what happened to ls out after this operation. You can see the statistics of ls out. You can see that the size of ls out is shrinked from this size to 0. So from this we can conclude that, so whenever we use a redirection operator, a new file ls out is created and the output of the command is written in the ls out file. So if there is a file with the name already, it will be completely overwritten. So how to append our output command output without overwriting files? So for that we use operator which appends to the file. So let us just run the same command. Let's say user bin, and then redirecting to ls out, appending to ls out, and then run the same command. Let us see the statistics now. You can see the size of ls out here. So let us run the same command, and now let us see the size of ls out. You can see that it is doubled. You can also run like that. You can see that it is tripled. So in this way we can append to a file, an existing file. So without giving any command to this operator, let's say, let us run the operator without giving any command. Let's say file, and let us see the contents. You can see that a new file is created here. We can also create files in this way. So whenever we are using output redirection operator greater than, so we have to be careful so that our target file doesn't contain any useful information, or we are redirecting to a new file. So going to the next topic, which is error redirection. We can redirect error. Let's say error which is bin user. We can redirect error using to and then greater than. Using this redirection operator, we can redirect error. Let's say error ls error. Now let us see the contents. You can see that there is a new file ls error here. If you see the contents of ls error, you can see that this is the only content. Let us quit the less view. This operator also overwrites the target file here. You can also append using this operator to greater than. You can use this operator to append the error output to the file without erasing the contents of file. Now let us see the contents of ls error file. You can see that it contains two lines here. So how to redirect both standard output and standard error? For this we use another operator called and then this, and there is another operator to append, which is this operator. We can use. So let us now see how to use these things. So let's say lsl, then user bin, so redirecting to ls out, and then now let us see the statistics of ls out. You can see that this is the size. So let us redirect error using this thing ls out. You can see the statistics of ls out. You can see that it is changed from 221 to 227 277. We can also use this operator to overwrite the existing files and redirect both error and standard output to the target files. Sometimes we don't need any output from command, we just want to throw it away, especially in the case of error and status messages. We don't need the terminal to clog up, we don't need the status messages to run in the terminal. So there is a special device which is null device, which is located at dev null. So we can redirect any unwanted output or any unwanted error. Let's say bin user, we can redirect it to, let's say error redirection. We can, or any both redirection, we can redirect it to dev null, and let us see what happens. If you run this command, you can see that nothing happens. So this null device is used sometimes to throw away the output or error. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.